welcome to my channel. If you clicked on this video, then hopefully you saw something in the title that caught your attention and believed that there was something you could benefit from watching it. So thank you so very much for checking out this video. So this is very interesting. This is going to be a question answer video. Someone asked a very interesting question. They asked, how do you break generational curses? I usually don't prefer to go into the topics of spiritual nature or anything else with the cult or anything like that. So I'm going to keep this very general and straight to the point. If you want a private consultation for specific things that you would need to do based on your situation, then please feel free to book me. My information is below in my bio. Just go to mymentor.life. So how do you break generational curses? Okay, number one thing you have to do is acknowledge that there are generational curses. Not only do you need to acknowledge that there are generational curses, but you need to know exactly what those generational curses are, okay? Sometimes there can be generational curses of poverty, of early death, of disease, of just chaos, right? So you will need to identify every single generational curse that you believe applies. And the way you do that is you just look through your family lineage, look at your sisters, look at your brothers. If you are male, you're going to focus more on the men in your family. If you are a woman, you're going to focus more on the women in your family, because typically generational curses are isolated to a specific gender and very gender specific. They can transcend gender, but typically I have seen and I have found, based on what I've observed and learned in speaking with others, is that when it comes to generational curses, a lot of times they are gender specific. So even like not being able to have children can be a generational curse. So it's very important that you identify the generational curse or curses that you were possibly subjected to. Once you've done that, you need to go through a very intense self-evaluation. You need to identify what you have done to perpetuate those generational curses, okay? So once you have identified what those curses are, or what that curse is, you need to identify every single thing in your life that is feeding into that and perpetuating that generational curse or curses. You need to eradicate it from your life, okay? So if you have a certain mindset that causes, certain things to happen, if you have eating habits that are, really, like if it's, let's say you're unable to have children, and this is like a thing that a lot of women in your family face, you want to change any eating habits that you see are consistent, things like that, okay? So it takes some work on your part, and we're not just talking about days of work, we're talking sometimes years of work, okay? So you have to be really committed to really breaking those types of curses. I can't sit up and tell you that I know why generational curses occur, but I have my theories, and I've heard some interesting things. I've heard of situations where like people have offended people, and people have gotten spell work done on against them, right? And usually when it comes to that, there's a certain belief that has to be in existence for it to really even work against you, okay? And there are ways you can protect yourself, but when it comes to generational curses, that is a mystery, like how they are established, how they stick. And a lot of times when you start backwards tracing a lot of your activities and mindsets, you'll be able to see that maybe it's not really a generational curse, it's just a result of a certain type of habit, way of thinking, or way of living, okay? So once you're able to identify those things, you want to be sure to keep an inventory, okay? Evaluate your day-to-day activities, conversations, and when I say eradicate, you want to go in and surgically get rid of every single action, behavior, anything that helps to perpetuate those things that you feel are curses, okay? So that's the number one way. There are other things that people can do, like as far as like spiritual work and working with healers or ministers or that kind of thing, but you would have to know that is what type of issue you're facing. So number one thing, find out what's going on, identify anything you're doing to perpetuate it, and eradicate it. Start there, okay? Good luck. My thoughts are with anybody who feels like they are facing any generational curses, but they can be broken. It just takes a lot of work and a lot of dedication to changing your set of circumstances, okay? I wish you guys a wonderful week. Hope everybody has a wonderful week. And again, if you need to book a consultation, please visit my bio, and my link is in there for My Mentor Life, and book a session, and we can work and talk through those things. All right, take care. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this if you feel there is anyone who may benefit from the information. All right, bye.